She could only nod because her mouth was full.
My suitcase was full of books. There were cardboard boxes stuffed full of clothes. Sorry, the hotel is full up tonight.
The sky was full of brightly colored fireworks.
Life is full of coincidences. Our new brochure is crammed full of inspirational ideas. She was full of admiration for the care she had received. He smiled, his eyes full of laughter.
No more for me, thanks. I'm full up.
The kids still weren't full, so I gave them an ice cream each. You can't run on a full stomach.
Full details are available on request.
I still don't think we've heard the full story. Fill in your full name and address. A full refund will be given if the item is faulty.
Many people don't use their computers to their full potential.
Students should take full advantage of the university's facilities. She came round the corner at full speed.
He'd had a very full life.
Her life was too full to find time for hobbies.
He was full of his new job and everything he'd been doing.
She is a full 4 inches shorter than her sister. The moon was full, the sky clear. He kissed her full, sensual lips. They specialize in clothes for women with a fuller figure. He draws a unique full sound from the instrument. You are so full of it, she retorted furiously.
The address must be printed in full.
I've always believed in living life to the full.
She could only nod because her mouth was full. My suitcase was full of books. There were cardboard boxes stuffed full of clothes. Sorry, the hotel is full up tonight. The sky was full of brightly colored fireworks. Life is full of coincidences. Our new brochure is crammed full of inspirational ideas. She was full of admiration for the care she had received. He smiled, his eyes full of laughter. No more for me, thanks. I'm full up. The kids still weren't full, so I gave them an ice cream each. You can't run on a full stomach. Full details are available on request. I still don't think we've heard the full story. Fill in your full name and address. A full refund will be given if the item is faulty. Many people don't use their computers to their full potential. Students should take full advantage of the university's facilities. She came round the corner at full speed. He'd had a very full life. Her life was too full to find time for hobbies. He was full of his new job and everything he'd been doing. She is a full 4 inches shorter than her sister. The moon was full, the sky clear. He kissed her full sensual lips. They specialize in clothes for women with a fuller figure. He draws a unique full sound from the instrument. You are so full of it, she retorted furiously. The address must be printed in full. I've always believed in living life to the full.
The train was completely full.
Don't talk with your mouth full.
The class is full, but you can register for next term. The kitchen was full of smoke.
Ted's workshop was crammed full of old engines. McQuaid filled his glass until it was 3/4 full.
The bath was full to the brim with hot water.
The filing cabinet was full to bursting.
Please write your full name and address on the form.
The health centre offers a full range of services.
Lotus will not reveal full details until the motor show.
The BBC promised a full investigation.
I don't think he's telling us the full story.
Rising prosperity and full employment.
The charity helps disabled children reach their full potential.
Few customers take full advantage of off-peak fares.
Parker was driving at full speed when he hit the wall.
The roses were now in full bloom.
A garden full of flowers.
His essay was full of mistakes. The music papers were full of gossip about the band. Life's full of surprises, isn't it?
Lucy was a happy child, always full of life.
He was full of praise for the work of the unit.
She was full of plans for the wedding.
No more thanks, I'm full.
We devote 5 full days a month to training.
His pants rose a full 3 inches off his shoes. Before her illness, Rose enjoyed a full life.
Go to bed. You've a full day tomorrow.
Only full members have the right to vote.
A full driving licence. My first impression was that he was a bit full of himself.
A dress with a full skirt.
Clothes for the fuller figure.
Now you can enjoy Nescafe's fuller flavour in a decaffeinated form.
The rich full sound of the cello.
If you're over 14, you have to pay full price.
The argument happened on stage in full view of the audience.
By 8:30, the party was in full swing.
With last season's misery behind them, it's full steam ahead for the Bears.
The heater was on full blast, but I was still cold.
A car stereo playing Wagner at full blast.
She ran full tilt into his arms.
Anyone who's seen the world's press in full cry can understand how Diana felt.
Ed believes in living life to the full.
Fashion has come full circle and denim is back.
Don't talk with your mouth full. A full glass of milk. The bottle was only half full. A box full of paper. Please write your full name and address in the boxes. We will pay the full cost of repairs. The ship was going at full speed. You have our full support. I didn't pay full price for the jacket. Eric's essay is full of mistakes. A garden full of flowers. Kathy woke up full of excitement. He was full of praise for the children's achievement. She's full of plans for the wedding. Would you like some more soup? No, thanks. I'm full.
She designs clothing for women with a fuller figure.
A full-bodied wine.
Full members of the club bring a guest.
Ronnie lived his life to the full. The sun shone full on her face. Full-blown AIDS. A full-fledged lawyer.
He'll tell us everything in the fullness of time.
The fullness of her lips. A full-scale investigation. Andrea works full-time for an insurance company. Full-time students. A fully trained nurse.
The debt must be paid in full.
His statement on the handling of prisoners is worth quoting in full.
She looked him full in the face as she spoke.
The drop in shares could develop into a full-blown crisis.
Full-blown AIDS.
Officers in full-dress uniform.
In portraits, chiefs were invariably shown full face.
A full-face helmet.
A full-grown elephant may weigh 2,000 pounds. Billy Graham is a speaker who can be sure of playing to a full house.
A full-length evening dress.
Stravinsky's only full-length opera.
Ali was stretched out full length on the couch.
The border dispute turned into a full-blown crisis. He was sprawled full length across the bed.
There's a full box of cereal in the cabinet.
They're full when we got there. The restaurant was already full when we got there.
Fill the muffin cups about half full. The warehouse is chock full of electronic equipment. The glass was full to the brim. Please give your full name and address. Salcedo gave a full confession to the police.
We sell the full range of kitchen appliances.
We are not being told the full story by our political leaders.
The balance must be paid in full each month.
I never pay full price for anything. She turned the radio up to full volume.
He was driving at full speed when he hit the tree.
The heat was on full blast in the car.
The roses are now in full bloom.
Dan's garage is full of half-finished projects. The brochures are full of information.
My jeans are all full of holes.
Boston streets are full of history. We were full of admiration for Kim's talent.
Do you want more noodles? No thanks, I'm full.
Don't go swimming on a full stomach.
He sat on the witness stand for 4 full days.
I've had a full week at work.
My grandfather lived a full life. The college football season is now in full swing.
We will be working at full tilt during the final days of the campaign.
The 3 cruise lines are moving full speed expansion plans.
Watson has been a full member for 6 years. Cheddar cheese ages well to produce a full, rich aroma.
The blouse has full sleeves. She was wearing a green dress with a full skirt. Ideas on how to teach reading have come full circle since the 1960s.
The fight occurred in full view of the fans who arrived early. His disabilities don't stop him from enjoying life to the fullest. By that time, the press was in full cry, insisting that there had been illegal activities. The door struck me full in the face.
The oil spill has become a full-blown environmental disaster.
A 76-page, full-color brochure.
A full-dress military ceremony.
The youngest full-fledged member of the board of directors.
Full-grown female whales.
Organizers expect a full house for tonight's game.
A full-length evening dress.
The body's natural feelings of hunger and fullness.
The fullness of her lips.
The fullness of the information provided.
The instrument's fullness of tone. The wine's freshness and fullness.
I'm sure he'll tell us everything in the fullness of time.
A full-page anti-smoking ad.
The country is on the brink of full-scale civil war.
The new laptop features a full-size keyboard.
A full-term baby. Janine attends high school full-time and works part-time. Only full-time employees get health coverage.
I raise my children, and that's a full-time job.
The president is fully aware of the problem.
A fully equipped kitchen.
The concept is discussed more fully in Chapter 9.
Fully half of engineering students left the program after their first year.
I fully understand your motives. We are fully aware of the dangers. The disease affects fully 30% of the population. She was now a fully fledged member of the teaching profession. Looking after a child is a full-time job. She works full-time and still manages to run a home. I've already told you, we can't afford it full stop.
A full bottle of wine. Her wine glass was still fairly full. The bottle was half full of mineral water. The reservoirs are all virtually full. The gallery was full of people. He's always full of energy. She was so bubbly and full of life. The garage has got full of junk again. The kitchen was absolutely full of flies. The animals are pumped full of antibiotics. They sell a full range of hair and beauty products. It is too early to assess the full extent of the damage. Frank is expected to make a full recovery. The film has been restored to its full length. A door shielded him from the full force of the blast. After spraying, wait at least 3 full days before plowing. The government must take full control of this process. Measures to achieve full employment. We went to bed exhausted after a very full day. The full fruity flavor of the wine. This recording has a fullness and warmth that brings out the orchestration. The police made a full-scale search of the area. Put a full stop at the end of the sentence. The items are separated with a full stop. The car began to shudder and eventually came to a full stop in front of the church. Students in full-time education. She never fully recovered from the accident. She fully supports her daughter's plans. The classrooms are fully equipped. Everyone cooperated fully with the investigation. The emergence of a fully fledged market economy.